Good morning, happy Friday, kids. All right, so today's gonna be really cool. We're gonna do myofascial release with our tennis ball. So we're gonna start with a chair, and then we need our mats. So the first thing we're gonna do is pop off our shoes. And we're going to start with our feet. So place your tennis ball on the floor, and we're going to start by applying pressure on our heel. And we're just going to roll it around. So you're going to find parts of your body that are called hot spots. And what that means is that they're going to be more sore than other places. So we're just going to be rolling the entire bottom of your foot. Now, as we're going through all of these motions, it's very important that we keep our postural position. So we want to keep our chest up. We're just going to have a nice roll. And make sure you're going up to right behind your toes. Now, right when you find a good sore spot, I want you to find that spot and just focus on that for a moment. We're just going to be rolling around today. Good morning, Sylvia. Now, don't push too hard because we don't want to cause abnormal discomfort. We want to be releasing those muscles and smoothing out the fascial tissue. Some areas are probably going to be a lot more sore than others. All right, let's go to the other foot. We're going to start on the heel. Now remember, we're working just wherever on the bottom of the foot. Make sure we're getting the entire foot all the way up to behind the toes. Now when you're sitting down in your chair, make sure that you're keeping your chest up. You're not hiking up your shoulders. And when you find that sweet spot, that hot spot we were just talking about, spend a couple extra moments on it. Very nice. So this is the workout that you're going to hate me and love me later. And by the way, happy Halloween. I know it's tomorrow, but I will not see you kids tomorrow. I do not know what your plans are, but since they've pretty much canceled Halloween, Antonio and I are going to sit in front of the TV with our 2 bowls of candy and just eat candy. That's my goal. I don't know if I'll be able to convince my husband of doing that with me, but I'll just do extra cardio on Sunday. All right, now we got the foot. What we're going to do is we're going to take the ball and we're going to place it on our chair, and we're just going to apply a little bit of pressure on our hip joint. Just a little bit. Yeah. And we're just going to roll it in there a little bit. I think my ball's flat. Now, not too hard. So make sure that right when you feel that little bruisey soreness, that's as far as you're going to apply pressure. You don't push too hard on there. Go to the side a little bit. All right. Let's change butt cheeks. Oh, gosh darn it. I'm not having good luck with my balls. All right, find that sweet spot. Whew. Goodness gracious. Remember, some areas are going to be a lot more sore than others. Roll it around. Holy moly. All right. Now we're going to go to our V position, and we're going to take the ball and we're going to find the top of our inner thigh, and we're just going to roll it. Roll it down the leg and release that whole muscle. So it's almost like we're doing a foam roll workout with a tennis ball. And let's go to the other side. Remember, some parts are going to be a lot more tender than the other. When you find that tender spot, make sure that we're just spending a little extra time on that. All right, now we're going to go to the quad. So scooch to the edge of your chair, and we're going to extend the leg all the way out. Make sure that the knee is locked. And we're going to start at the top of the leg, and we're just going to apply pressure as we roll down to the top of the knee. Now, don't hesitate on a sore spot yet. And come back up. So when you get down to your knee, you're just going to pick the ball back up and start at the top again and work down. And we're going to do that 3 times. And then on the 4th run, we're going to go back to that hot spot and apply pressure only to that hot spot. If you don't have one, come center thigh and just apply a little pressure in a circular motion. But not too much, kids, because you're going to do more harm than good. So remember, this is myofascial release. So we want to make sure that we're just smoothing out, literally, any rough spots. Let's go to the other leg. We're going to start at the top of the leg, down to the top of the knee. We're going to do that 3 times. And on the 4th run, we're going to find that hot spot if there is any. Remember, if there isn't, then we're going to come mid-thigh. Good morning, sassy pants. Mid-thigh. Or wherever your hot spot is. All right, now we're going to come on the outside of the leg, below the knee. We're going to start at the top of the leg and run that ball down until you get to ankle. And we're going to do your little circles. We do that 3 times, and then if you find a hot spot on the 4th run, that's where we're going to apply pressure. Okay, wherever you felt that hot spot, that's where you're going to go. We're just going to give it some love, TLC. All right, let's go to the other leg. 3 times down, and the 4th run on that hot spot. Here we go. I don't know about you guys, but are you finding one leg is more sore than the other? 3 times down, center leg, all the way to ankle, complete your full range of motion. Now, if you find multiple hot spots, focus on one and then the other. Okay, here's our 4th one. Find your hot spot. All right, kids. Now we're going to the floor. That was our little warm up. Move your chairs away. And we're going to do our hands first. Okay? So what we're going to do is open our hand up. And we're going to start here. And we're just going to go back and forth. And we're going to do the whole hand just like we do with the feet. So we're going to go back and forth first, and then we'll go into circular motion. Really focus on that meaty part of your thumb area. And then travel the hand. And now let's go circle with the circles. You'll be able to apply a little more pressure. And let's go to the other side. Start with up and down. Focus on that meaty part of the thumb. Do your whole hand. And now let's go to circular motion. All right, now this is going to feel super good. This whole thing should feel really nice. I mean, granted, there is going to be some sore spots, but they should start alleviating. So as we start moving around the whole body, you should start feeling like your nerves are more alive. You start feeling better. All right, we're going to start the forearm, this whole area. You ready? We're going to start by the elbow, and we're just going to work the ball around. Hi, baby. Remember to rotate your arm. You're going to find some hot spots in there. Focus on the top and the bottom of the arm. Rotate it around. Find your hot spots. Travel up towards the hand. Don't forget, by the wrist. You're getting in my way. And let's get towards our elbow. So we're going to have to get up into a little bit of a tabletop and contort yourself around. Ooh. Get by the elbow. So now we're going to go right here, okay? So we're going to start working up this side of the arm. So we're going to have to go into that, remember that child pose that we did when we scooped our arm underneath? So we're going to kind of be contortionists today, okay? So now we're going to go on the outside of the arm. You ready? Be mindful, there might be some hot spots. Here we go. The back and on the tricep. Don't forget the elbow and the inside of the arm. All right, let's go to the other side. So we're going to start on, I told you guys would like this. We're going to start on the front and the back of the forearm. Start by the elbow. Roll around. Literally, we should be rolling around the floor on our balls, on the floor. Don't forget the back of the arm. Go up towards that elbow and down towards the hand. All right, we're going to start working on the elbow. The back of the arm, up by the tricep. Come Fluff. Inside of the arm, don't forget. So now we're working the whole arm. Come on, baby. Don't forget the elbow. Come on. All right, so now our arms should be nice and worked. Now we're going to go to our calves and our hamstrings. So we're going to be sitting back on our hindies. We're going to put the ball right at the base of our calf, and we're going to go back and forth. So we should be lifting ourselves up with our palms of our hands and our left leg. And rotate the leg inward and outward as you're rolling on the ball. And you will find some sore spots. You will, you will, you will. The ball is a much more effective method than the foam roller. Just so you know. And remember, every time you roll, we want to turn the leg inward and outward. All right, let's go to the other leg. Here we go. It's a workout in itself, isn't it? Roll the leg inward and outward. Find your hot spots. All right, now we're going to change legs, and now we're going to do the back of the leg. So we're going to start at the top of the hip, and we're just going to kind of move around, and you're going to find some really nifty sore spots. Go up towards the glute. Got little circles there. That should be sore from all the work that we did this weekend with our bridges. Let's go to the other leg. Start at the base of the hamstring. And remember, rotate your leg out and in as you're rolling. And then we're going to go up to the glute area. Okay, let's go to the glute. Whew. Oh, yeah. Work it around. Don't apply too much pressure. Remember, right when you feel it, that's all she wrote. All right. Now, Sassy, you're going to love this. We're going to start the lower back. And then Sylvia, we're going to be working up to the shoulders. All right, so we're going to lay down. Oh, be careful. Don't hit your head on anything. Take your ball and place it right on the lower back. Right by the hip area, like where the top part is on the hip. And you're just going to kind of move it around. And we're going to start moving. So if you started it on the right side, you're going to start moving to the right. So now we should be at the spine. Now be mindful because it might be tender there, so don't apply too much pressure. So you're going to utilize your bridge to mediate how much pressure, how much body weight you're going to put on that ball. And now we're going to move on over more to the right. So the ball should now be on the left quadrant of the lower back. And we're going to move it a little bit further down, or over rather. Okay, now scooch towards me. We're going to do it again, starting from the left side by the spine. And we're going to bring it onto the right side. All right, now we're going to remove the ball, and we're going to try to put it right here on the back, okay? So put your ball on the floor, and then lay on it. Be mindful, this is going to be sore. So now we're right by the shoulder blades. Woo, doggy. Literally. Move it around. Move it up towards the shoulder area. All right, now you should find your pressure point right where the arm goes in by the shoulder blade, and that should be a little sore. We're going to go to a 90 degree, and we're going to rotate. As you come back towards the floor, you should feel more tension or more pressure with that ball. That's a nice little hot spot there. All right. Now, don't do it too much. You never want to do myofascial release pressure points for too long because it can hurt you. So now let's go by shoulder blade on the left side. So we're going to finagle it around a little bit. Remember, this is going to be sore. So be careful of the pressure you're putting. Just using some release. Bring it up a little bit higher. Now we're going to go to that area of the shoulder again, right by the joint. Find that pressure point, and we're going to do our release, our 90 degree. And then we're going to move up to the neck. All right, now we're going to go to the upper trap. So we're going to place the ball around here, and then we're going to work from here up, okay, to the base of the skull. Here we go. This is actually going to feel good. So we're just going to move back and forth on it. Not too much pressure. And move it up to your neck. Not too much pressure. And move it from the neck to the base of the skull. Now to the base of the skull, and we're just going to move back and forth. All right, now we're going to go to the right side. Remember, we're getting that trapezius, upper shoulder area. Come on. Find those hot spots. Ooh. Man, oh man. I don't know. Bring tears to your eyes. That whole upper trap area. All right, let's go to the neck. and the base of the skull. Find that pressure point and just kind of let it sit there for a moment. Put it in the middle of the base of your skull by your neck, like where your neck goes into your head. And we're just going to apply pressure. So the back of your skull should be on the floor, and just go back and forth. Don't push too hard. Now let's go on our head. So we're going to have to kind of hold it there. And just rock your head. Yes, to the no position first. And now the yes. Hi. All right. Grab your ball, and we're going to go to the clavicle, and we're just going to roll the ball. So if you're on your right side, you'll be holding the ball with your left hand, and then place it by your sternum and roll it on the bottom side of the clavicle. All the way up to the shoulder area. And let's do the other side. So grab a hold of it with your right hand, place it on the left sternum, right below the clavicle, and roll it. Remember, one side might be more tender than the other. Feel it out. When you find a hot spot, linger there. Remember to go all the way up to the shoulder joint. And let's come center sternum and roll down chest all the way to the xiphoid process. So you're not going on abdomen, you're stopping right at the end of your rib cage, and roll it all the way back up, but not on your throat. And back down. And we're going to come back up. Very nice, kids. You have just done myofascial release on your entire body. I hope this brings in the rest of the weekend feeling great. Have a wonderful weekend. Happy Halloween. I love you guys tons, and I will see you not Monday, but Tuesday.